Welcome, language learners from all around the globe, to Listen Up, the podcast that takes you on a captivating voyage through the English language. Whether you've just started your journey or have been navigating the intricacies of English for some time, this podcast is designed to be your trusty compass, guiding you towards fluency and unlocking the wonders of English. I'm your host, Karen, a passionate traveller and an experienced teacher of English as a second language. Join me as we embark on an exciting expedition filled with British history read by a native speaker. Together, we'll conquer the challenges and celebrate the victories of learning English as a foreign language. Each episode of Listen Up will immerse you in a variety of topics, from aspects of British culture, history, and literature. We'll explore useful vocabulary that will empower you to communicate confidently in English. If you want to read along with the podcast, head to my website www.onepawinthesand.com/ESL. The link is in the description. But this podcast isn't just about learning English in isolation. It's about building a community of language learners, supporting one another, and fostering a love of the English language. I encourage you to engage with us through my Patreon page, where you can connect with fellow learners, ask questions, and share your own language journey. So, whether you're sipping tea in Tokyo, walking the streets in Sao Paulo, or studying in a bustling cafe in Berlin, Listen Up is here to accompany you on your quest for English fluency. Join me as we embark on this transformative expedition, where language becomes an adventure and your dreams of effective communication become a reality. Today's episode is called Village Competitions. In a quiet part of the English countryside, there's a special event called the Hare Pie Scramble and bottle kicking. It's a bit different from what you might usually see. It's been happening for a very long time, and it takes place on Easter Monday in two villages called Hallerton and Medbourne in Lancashire. The day begins with a parade, where a special pie called the Hare Pie is carried through the streets. This pie is a little bit like a meat pie covered in pastry, and it has a long history. People believe it was first made to celebrate the end of winter and the start of spring many years ago. After the parade, the pie is blessed by the local church and put on a high platform for everyone to see. Then the fun part begins. A horn sounds and people jump onto the platform to grab a piece of the pie with their hands. They want to taste this special pie. Or some years, the vicar throws smaller pieces into the crowd for them to eat or keep as a souvenir while they push each other out of the way. It's a bit like a big cheerful fight to get some pie. When the pie scramble ends, everyone goes to another village nearby, Hallerton. There, they have another interesting competition called bottle kicking. But it's not about empty bottles or drinking. It's about moving wooden casks, which are called bottles, to a specific spot for each village. The catch is there aren't many rules, or the rules seem to change each time they play. People push and kick the bottles like crazy, and it can get very messy. They play 2 rounds, and if there's a tie, they add a third round. Each round can last for 3 to 4 hours, and no matter who wins, the tradition is for the winning team to climb up a pyramid-shaped structure called the buttercross and drink some beer from the winning bottle. Then they share the beer with everyone. What's really special about this event is that it's a bit unusual, even for people from Britain, and that's what makes it so great. It's a celebration of England's quirky traditions, and it's not about winning. It's about being part of something unique and having fun. People of all ages, from kids to parents and grandparents, take part and pass down stories and skills. It's a way for the whole community to come together and celebrate their shared history. So if you ever find yourself in the English countryside on Easter Monday, don't miss the chance to see or join in on this fun celebration. There are very few things in the world as charmingly strange as a hare pie, a scramble, and a good old bottle kicking match in the heart of England. And that wraps up another episode of Listen Up. I hope you enjoyed learning about my topic today and practicing your English. Remember, the exploration doesn't have to end here. If you have any lingering questions or want to continue the conversation, I've got some great opportunities for you. First off, I offer private lessons for those of you eager to expand your knowledge further, whether it's practicing today's subject or exploring other topics. I'm here to guide you on your English journey. Reach out to me through my website or social media platforms, and let's embark on a personalised learning experience together. I have been involved with training people for more than 10 years. I've been teaching English as a second language for over a year, in which time I have taught over 500 students, many of whom are regulars. But wait, there's more. If you're a devoted fan of Listen Up and want to show your support, consider joining our Patreon community. Your contribution directly helps us bring you more episodes and maintain the quality of our show. Your support truly means the world to me, and we couldn't continue this podcast without you. So whether you choose private lessons or Patreon, or both, I look forward to staying connected and exploring the fascinating realms of English as a second language together. Thank you once again for joining us on Listen Up. Until next time, keep practicing.